I want to look at some of the shapes available to you in Illustrator and some of the options you have for changing those. So I just selected the rectangle tool. There really aren't a lot of options with the rectangle tool. When you're dragging out your rectangle, you can hold down Option and go from the center out. If you hold down Shift, it constrains it to a perfect square. Okay. Same thing with the rounded rectangle tool. You drag that out, Option, Shift, do the same thing. One thing you do have control over with this tool is the radius. So I'm just up and down on my arrow key. I can hold it up, hold it down, tap really quickly to change that radius on that rectangle. With the ellipse tool, much like the marquee tool, you can hold, or the rectangle tool, Option drags out an ellipse from the center, Shift makes it a perfect circle. Neither one of those tools selected allows you to drag it up in this way. There are no controls for changing any other options. Polygon tool comes up with polygon. This is one where you do have, I'm making many polygons by pressing my up arrow key, decreasing it to 3 polygons, triangle. So just by tapping quickly you can change it to less or more polygons. Holding down Shift constrains it to position, and Option makes it. Option does not have the from center out effect on these tools. So play around with that tool. And then you have the star tool. The star tool allows you to click up again, and you have up arrow key, more points on the star, down arrow key, less points on the star. Holding down Option allows you to make it bigger or smaller, and constrains it to the default shape. Shift constrains it to location. Command allows you to move the points in or out. So holding down Command and dragging allows you to make those changes. So you could use this for creating a starburst or something like that. You have a lot of line segment tools. So you can create a simple line. You can create an arc. And then up and down arrow key changes the direction of that arc. Option dragging makes it come from the center. Okay, and you have the spiral tool, which allows you to drag up a spiral. Up and down arrow key makes the spiral greater or smaller, so it continues to go in to the center. Command dragging changes the math on the spiral, so it's becoming a greater space between each spiral. So command dragging does that. Shift dragging constrains to the center. So you can create some interesting effects using spirals and changing the spacing between each one. Okay, and that pretty well does it for the different shape options that you have using lines and shapes in Illustrator.